This is your boy Praying Mantis coming at you with another spiritual conversation. The teacher. So this is going to be a Pluto retrograde reading for May 6th to October 15th, 2026. If you're curious to donate to my channel or if you're interested in getting a personal reading with me, make sure you check out the link in the video. So the teacher, all right? So you're still fired up, all right? You're still motivated, all right? You're still inspired to take some type of action, all right? But I feel like your focus now could be from shifting from taking action towards social activity to now listening more to your thoughts. So I feel like your element of activity is changing from air to water. So I feel like now something, instead of moving with logic, with action, I feel like now you're moving with emotions behind action. All right, so something is required for you to listen to your body in order for you to know what is your next step. Okay, so I'm hearing Mars in Cancer, so maybe you benefit from Mars in Cancer for the next 7 to 8 weeks of your life. Maybe you benefit off of working from home or doing some type of domestic work from home that helps you review your goals. Or I just feel like you could be taking action on your career goals, okay, instead. All right, I feel like that's something that probably will be more favorable for you to do. Um, I feel like you're taking more action on trying to accumulate status or some type of resource, or something that you're taking action on may require for you to do some type of solitude or like some type of long distance travel alone. All right, so some type of soul journey or something requires you for you to have to use wisdom before you take action on something when it has something to do with your career or how society views you. Okay, or I just feel like if you have um, a lot of goals that you can create some type of revenue with, I feel like take action on that. All right, even if you, it could be more than one, but I feel like if you have more than one goals, I feel like you can use all of these resources to create money for yourself. So are you dealing with a Capricorn? Okay. Where can I find enduring significance in my life? Okay, your independence. All right, so I feel like you can go two ways with something, or you can choose two paths, or I feel like you don't have to allow anxiety to get the best of you when it comes to making a choice. All right, I feel like you are making a plan, or it's okay to draw on some type of plan, especially if you feel more drawn to your home. Okay, but I feel like it's okay for you to have ideas, but just keep in mind, if you're trying to obtain something, you're going to have to step outside of your comfort zone eventually. So, what lies outside of your comfort zone? Are you dealing with the Aries? All right. Where can I find enduring significance in my life? I feel like making a choice, or there is something that you started when it comes to your inspired action or your creative pursuits, okay? And I feel like something is improving. All right. I feel like if you have anxiety, it's because, or if you feel like the need to want to withdraw from a situation, it's because you have the world at your feet right now. Okay. Where in myself might I find wisdom for which there is great need in the world around me? Your independence. Yeah, so I feel like wow. So whatever creative pursuit this is, whatever this is you're taking action on, whatever messages or information this is that is coming to you, I feel like you're going to have a reason to celebrate, or I just feel like I feel like you're walking into like a homecoming or some type of celebration. I feel like there's a lot of celebrations that's in order for you, or I just feel like when you are more eager to building a life for yourself or taking more control of your life, okay, I feel like this is where you find wisdom. You may even be able to connect to dots on why you take action or why you are impulsive more than usual, or I just feel like you need to make sure that you are making a plan. All right, I feel like you're coming off very impulsive, like hot and ready. So I feel like you could also be dealing with a lot of confusion as well. But I feel like where in myself might I find wisdom for which there is a great need in the world around me? Okay, I feel like celebrating who you are or just celebrating how far you come when it comes to your independence. All right. I feel like this retrograde is giving you a chance to just um, focus on yourself or understand your past trauma and understand where you how far you come now, if that makes sense. Okay. Where must I guard against dogmatic and unscrupulous or tyrannical behavior? Okay. This Libra or the justice system. I feel like there's a need for you to be fair and honest in a situation in order for something to not backfire, or I just feel like there's a need for you to make sure that you are not walking into situations blindly. There's a need for you to make sure that you are weighing up all the pros and cons of a situation. I feel like if you don't, I feel like you could be creating karma, or you could be creating blind karma, or you could be creating a situation that has consequences if commitments are broken. Okay, so I feel like something requires for you to speak your truth, especially if you're having a hard time discerning the truth, or I just feel like if something is influencing you to speak your truth, no matter how dark it may feel, I just feel like you get justice in the situation. Something is rigged in your favor when you are fair or honest, when with how you collaborate with other people, or in your marriage or your business relationships. Or this Libra. Wow. So is someone returning into your life, or are you having a hard time making a decision when it comes to two people, when it comes to love? Is one more adventurous than the other? Is the other more responsible than the one who is more daring? Okay. are you trying to make a decision on if you want to move in with someone? Okay. There is marriage here. All right. So are you dealing with a Scorpion, or are you dealing with a high school sweetheart? Is there someone from your past that you relate to? Okay, but you could be thinking the worst of a situation, all right? Or you could be dealing with the Libra, all right? But life is a gift. So I feel like it's time for you to be more present. I feel like that's what Pluto retrograde is teaching you. I feel like this is going to also help you understand intimacy, or um, there could also be a lot of fears that could be reoccurring from your past childhood that could be asking for you to process through slowly, okay? But something is giving you permission to slow down and heal when it comes to love. Yeah, a win-win outcome is forecast. So, have there been any disputes when it comes to your marriage, or the way that you collaborate with other people, or your business relationships? I feel like something could be coming to an end, or I feel like that you're going to have an opportunity to bring harmony in a relationship that had conflict in it. Okay, so I don't know if you're dealing with the Libra, but there's a win-win outcome that is forecast. Okay, you could be dealing with the Leo, or I just feel like try not to allow confidence to get in the way of something, or vanity. This could also have something to do with you gaining some type of increase when it comes to some type of opportunity or some type of relationship. But I'm also hearing opportunity when it comes to money. So I'm hearing Libra and Venus for 4 to 5 weeks, I believe. Okay. Whoa. Tyrant. So something could be ending. You could be, or there's a need for you to allow something to come to an end. Are you dealing with the water sign? A Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpion? Okay. All right. But never get close to someone who is emotionally damaged. You can't grow in their presence. Never get close to someone who is emotionally damaged. You can't grow in their presence. Never get close to someone who is emotionally damaged. You can't grow in their presence. So are you dealing with an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Cancer? Or does this so far have something to do with your friendships or your goals for the future, or your marriage, or your family? Yeah, you need to wash your hands of a situation. It's time for you to take action on something. Are you dealing with a fire sign, a Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius? I feel like it's time for you now to see a situation through loving eyes. I feel like there is karma attached to a situation depending on how you allow something to end. Late nights. Is something keeping you up? Does something have you in limbo? Or is your imagination heightened late at night? Yeah, the bewitching hours. um, I'm not really sure what this means. Wow. Okay. I'm your boy Praying Mantis. I'm your magical instructor for this evening. And remember, lose your mind. Find your soul. I'll see you around.